so much for taking some time to chat with me. And you could both be seen in Tubi's new original series, House of Heat. For those who have not yet tuned in, why should they?
For those who have not tuned in yet, this show gives you a glimpse of behind the curtains of what it takes to be an adult content creator and the creativity and dedication it takes to be in that industry. And
Mm-hmm.
so this show really helps to educate. And there's also unexpected twists and drama and a roller coaster of emotions with the relationship dynamics in the house. So it's pretty exciting.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. And why did you both want to be involved with this project?
We mostly went in because we wanted to, number one, grow our brand. We thought this was a great stepping stone. We are on every, social media platform, and we really try to make ourselves visible because that is a large asset to have kind of in this world or in this industry. We also wanted to kind of, destigmatize what we do. There's a lot of times we tell people what we do, and they're like, oh, but do you have like a real job? And this is a real job. As maybe the only cast member that actually has, a W-2 9 to 5 job on the show, I can say that I probably put a lot more work into our content creating than my engineering career.
Yeah.
And we really wanted to show that and show that it is a real job and we do take it very seriously.
And we also wanted to push ourselves even further, and we thought it would be we thought it was so amazing to be a part of something that in our minds is very groundbreaking, and also show our relationship to the world while building connections with more creators and having a chance to learn from them.
Awesome. So, what was your reaction when you found out that you were cast on the show?
Oh, we were so excited.
We're excited.
Yeah.
From the moment we did our first kind of casting call to when we heard, it was like, what, 3 months? And I
Yeah.
think we were like, oh, we just didn't get it. That was kind of our um, thought process. And then we did get it, and everything's happened really quickly, and we made it work, and we had an amazing time. And yeah, we love watching the show as it's airing right now.
Yeah, I remember we never really talked about like goals of being on a reality show, but once we did that initial interview, we were like, wait, we really want to do this. And then we didn't hear back for like 2 or 3 months. And we're like, oh, dang.
Yeah, it's not,
Okay, now we got to, maybe we should do another show or something.
yeah, it's not something we never had our eyes set on television.
Yeah.
It just happened. I got connected with a friend who kind of works in casting in the Bravo realm, and it kind of worked out that way. So.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, what did you both take away from this experience?
I took away that Koaty and I are stronger as a unit. And I mean, I already knew that, but I just even further proved that in my mind that, our strength as a couple, like as long as we, are always open and communicate and stand together, like we can literally get through anything and push ourselves through anything.
Yeah, and as long as we've been together, things even arise, which you will see eventually, of conflict between the two of us that, we didn't, at this point, we thought we've seen it all, that we were able to kind of fix a lot of issues in a relationship. But, moving into a house with 7 other people while you've been together for 5+ years, does throw couple of little curveballs at you. So,
Yeah. Well, out of the other housemates, who did you bond with the most?
So what is so surprising is that even for us is that I didn't realize how close you can get to people when you're living with them on a
Yeah.
show like this. And so now I understand when I watch other shows, you see those relationships go up and down. And that's
yeah.
just what I have to say to you is that you're going to see those relationships go up and down day to day. And you
Yeah.
get close so quickly to people,
Yeah.
but those relationships can change a lot.
I definitely say, it's hard to say a specific person because there's a group that we collectively get very close with, and there's a couple of people who, we kind of didn't really get as close with. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, who didn't you get as close with? If you want to say.
Based off the first couple episodes you can see right now, we're not really hitting it off with Chase.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
Chase.
so
Okay.
we'll do
Okay.
that.
Well, would you do reality TV again?
Yes.
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 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Would you also say that this show has strengthened your bond as a couple?
Oh, definitely. We came into the show pretty strong as a couple, but we left thinking, damn, like this is for the long haul for sure. So yeah, it was refreshing to know, to like be affirmed something we kind of already knew.
Yeah,
For sure.
the show taught us even more patience and more resilience in our relationship. And we had communicated and had a lot of conversations before we even got there about, you know, like our boundaries and what we're ready to share. And then getting on the show, you know, we knew like if were mistakes that were made, like we're always going to forgive each other quickly. We're going to repair quickly. And again, we came out stronger on the other side.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very nice. Now, for those who don't really know, how did you meet?
So we met. Uh, I was with a friend I had it from LA, and we were at New York World Pride in 2019.
Mhm.
So that friend introduced me to him, and at that time, he actually had a boyfriend, but I ended up being their third that weekend. And then fast forward, what, 2 months ish?
Well, that relationship ended about 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was
Okay.
New York World Pride. He was a third for my ex and I. A couple nights we all really hit it off, but that relationship was on its way out. So
You
after
moved right
that,
in.
Yeah.
yeah, after that relationship ended, him and I just had stayed in touch, and we made a date to go to an event called Market Days in Chicago for a weekend and have a weekend together. And from then it was just like we were like inseparable.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
moved to LA that October and been here ever since. So
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. So, are you two still open, or are you more monogamous now as a relation in your relationship?
Our preference is to we're open as we play with people together. That's our
Okay.
preference.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. And you both gained fame, really gained fame after joining OnlyFans during the pandemic. Why did you go that route? Why did you start the OnlyFans?
I mean, that was more your, yeah.
So when I was with my ex, I had seen how much some friends were starting to bring in on OnlyFans. This was like 2018. And I was like, you know, if I'm ever single, I'll give it a try as like a little side hustle. And so, you
He
know,
wasn't single for long.
yeah, I wasn't single for very long. We started talking pretty quickly. So I just brought it up in casual conversation. I was like, hey, this is something I want to try. Would you be okay with that? Because we're starting to date.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know, I've kind of always wanted to start one too. I just didn't want whoever I was dating to judge me for it. Again, this was 2019. It was a little even more taboo back then.
Yeah.
So we were like, you know, well, we're dating. We both want to do it, and so let's try it out. So it started out as a side hustle, and then over the pandemic, when we got involved in more social media outlets, it really, you know, took off and became a full-time thing.
Yeah, specifically TikTok. We got a big boost during quarantine, and all those people kind of flooded the OnlyFans. So that's where it
Okay.
kind of became an actual career.
Okay, awesome. So this is your full-time gig all the time now, right?
Yeah, for me, yeah, I manage all of our social medias. I mean, we have our specific roles, especially that was something that was really you'll see on the show develop. We get an even more succinct rhythm of like who's doing what on our social media, even between the two of us, and letting each other like do what the other person enjoys and what your strengths are. So that even kind of happened even more on the show
Yeah,
too.
and I'm actually still a structural engineer full time, so I even do that work while filming.
Okay.
And it's something I did put a lot of time in getting a degree, and I enjoy the work most of the time. So, and it's very flexible, so there's no need to kind of cut that loose at the moment. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
But
Cool.
we do OnlyFans. We make YouTube videos weekly. We make short form content, and then I also work with a few different porn studios
Okay.
myself. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So what have you found to be your best-selling content?
Our best-selling content is the content between us.
When you bottom and I top, though.
Oh, that's just because people don't see it as much, so they're like, oh, I think what we built our social media content and our adult content as us as a couple, and we've gotten numerous messages about people saying they love that they can see how in love we are underneath the sex, and that they're watching like they're seeing our relationship and our intimacy, and like that's what's the big selling point for us is that we're not just like you know, anyone can get on Pornhub and go find a sex video. Like, but for us, it's like they're getting to be a third in our relationship or getting to know us.
Yeah, there's thousands of people on OnlyFans. It's we're selling us and we're letting people get to know us like via even TikTok, YouTube's, even the show. And so kind of what's engaging for people is that we let them in and, we like doing it. So
Yeah, yeah. So has your love for adventure and wild escapades like ever caused a rift in your relationship, or are you very communicative between what you're doing?
What was the first part of that question?
Has your love for adventure and wild escapades ever caused a rift in your relationship?
I would never say a rift. We do work very hard at our relationship. And, we didn't start dating, just start out open. Even our OnlyFans was just us for like 3 years.
Yeah.
We let things happen organically and we grew as a couple together and had those hard conversations. There's always going to be small jealousy there. But, we always say a like small like level of jealousy is good, keeps you healthy and keep things fun, but it's never to a point where it's been disruptive of our relationship, or we've never like even remotely tried to call it quits. Everything's always a conversation and we always come out good on the other end. So
Okay.
Yeah, we communicate a lot, and we we know each other's intent, and we're each other's support system. We're each other's best friends. So it's okay if there's mistakes that are made along the way. We talk about them and we grow from them.
We're together like all the time.
Yeah.
To the point where you get sick of each other?
Well, no, that's the thing. Like, I mean, we've done a couple party weekends where we're not what the other person's not able to come, and like by the end of it, like I just had to go on one recently because you had a work trip and it was someone's birthday. So I went, and by the end of it, I was like, this was just not fun without my partner. Like, I mean, it had fun of celebrating someone's birthday, but like, I was like, I have more fun when my partner's here. Like, he's my best friend. So like, I'm never like, oh, I'm so happy my husband's not here. I can go rage now. It's like, no, I want to have fun with you.
It's actually, we do have more trouble being apart than, getting annoyed with us being together. So.
We're apart a healthy amount. We have our separate things going on.
I have office days on Wednesday. Wednesdays are our day apart.
Day apart.
I got my studio shoots and stuff, but long weekends like that, it's funner to be together.
Yeah.
There you go. Yes. Well, any advice for those who would like to start an OnlyFans but are too afraid to do so?
I mean, it is, definitely a more saturated industry now than it was when we started. A big recommendation I always tell people is make sure you have some sort of following on another platform first. OnlyFans doesn't really advertise its creators, especially its explicit creators. Yeah. So you need to have some sort of like outlet to be visible on to promote it, because it is harder to grow naturally if that's your first stepping stone. We had a decent following in Instagram first when we started, so we were able to advertise it that way. And also, it is a lot of work. It's a lot more work than most people probably think. And if you kind of really want to know, watch the show, because we show you that we are working 24/7, and but it's not work if you have fun, especially if you're doing it with the person you love. So
exactly. Awesome. Perfect. Well, what are some future goals you hope to accomplish with your careers and platforms?
We're doing a lot of reinvestment in properties. So I think that's a big goal of ours, is to reinvest a lot of the money in properties and Airbnb them. That's one big goal of ours.
Yeah. And right now we're riding this, wave. Hopefully House of Heat, can continue on, and we'd like to be a part of it. So that's, we had a lot of fun doing it, and we're excited to see, what potential like things it brings up in the future. So
yeah.
All right, perfect. Okay, so we have Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, OnlyFans. How else can people stay up to date with you both?
I guess we have a Snapchat.
Yeah.
It's newer.
I mean, we have a Twitter, we have a Facebook page.
Yeah.
It's all the same handle.
Koaty Sum, KoatySum. You type that in any platform, we're gonna pop up.
Okay.
So
All right.
Did you
Perfect.
say Twitter too? Yeah, also Twitter.
you said Twitter.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so Twitter. Okay, perfect. Then before we wrap up, are there any other upcoming projects or anything else you would like to mention or plug at this time?
We do a episode. We are doing an episode recap every week and posting it on our YouTube channel.
Okay.
So kind of talking about, some of the stuff that wasn't shown, they can't put everything into every episode.
Behind
Um,
the scenes
kind
moments.
of, yeah, give our thoughts on the episode and stuff like that.
All right, fantastic. Well, Sumner, Koaty, thank you again so much for talking with me. It was a pleasure meeting you both. And again, I apologize for the dyslexic moment in your names. I thought Blayne was like Blayne Koaty. That was Koaty Blayne.
That's fine. All
but,
good.
but thank you again so much. I really appreciate this. And if I have
Thank
any more
you.
questions,
Yeah.
Thank
I'll reach back
you.
out. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Laura.